vibe, put your hands up. If you feel the vibe, put your hands up. Hey, come party with me, come party with me. Yeah, come party with me, come party with me. If you feel the vibe, put your hands up. If you feel the vibe, put your hands up. Come party with me, come party with me, come party with me.
Man, but that's bringing us to dog. Dog, you realize what you talking about? Huh? Man, I'm talking top 10, bro.
We're here at the top 10 now, you know. Somebody coming in the door? Nah, it's a motherfucking top 10. Man.
Yeah, man. Like, top 10 of the year, bro.
Top 10.
And this one right here was...
I mean, this whole list was hard to put together, honestly. Man. But top 10 was definitely, you know, a toss-up. It came down to, you know, true lyricism and messages and impacts to me. That's what I got from my top 10.
Yeah, top 10s, man. Some projects I've been one of the people. When I got them, I was happy I got them, and they stayed in rotation. They gave me what I wanted. They gave me what I needed from them. And yo, man, needless to say, they're here for a reason, dog.
We here now.
Starting with my top 10. Top 10. Top 10 is Lil Wayne, man. Goddamn.
Oh,
five,
shit.
Bruh.
This nigga threw Lil Wayne.
I had to, bruh. I had to, bruh. He made it, man, because, man, dog, the project was nice, man. I did an hour review on it, man, but the project was different than the rest of his Carter, so it didn't really hit everyone's ear the same way, man. But, y'all, he had a message on his joint. You know what I'm saying? That's what this was about. This was about the message that he had to get out there. That Birdman was with it, you know what I'm saying? It was under lock and key, man. So finally got it out, man. I see it was a great message all put out through there. The lyrics was hard on this shit. Some tracks, man, this shit would have been a much higher album. Didn't have to have this many songs, man. It could have. There's a perfect album within the Carter 5. You just gotta dig some shit out of that bitch.
I ain't got time for that. I'm judging what I got.
Yeah,
and that
telling you
that one top 10 worthy. But my number 10, Wakanda Forever. My top 10 is motherfucking a new entry to the motherfucking list. Bro, I don't know why I skipped over this nigga when he dropped in July. I've been heard about this nigga. Buddy, with Harlan and Alondra. This was a CD I like right here, you know.
Yeah, it's a nice project.
From front to back, you know. I mean, the track with Guada 400, that's probably why I skipped over the CD. Because I seen that name and I'm like, man, this shit ain't going to be hidden. But I should have kept going and maybe I would have, you know. But that was a surprising track to me. That was a good song. But he, you know, Black with A$AP Ferg, you know. Ty Dolla $ign, motherfucker. I mean, Snoop Dogg on this shit. He got a little bit of soul on this. He got everything. That is a top 10 project for me, Buddy, Harlan, and Alondra.
That shit's nice, man. Yeah, man. So they're gonna bring it to number 9, dog.
Number 9.
I got my number 9, dog. T.I. Dying track, man.
Oh shit.
So this project right here, man, classic T.I. type shit, man. But I like what he really did with this one, man. He got a bunch of features on it. T.I. really got this, man. He really working with a lot of people. But he got Dave Chappelle going throughout the whole skits, man. You know we did our review for this bitch. This shit's fire though, bro. So of course I'm rocking with this joint. Number 9, T.I.
Yeah, number 9, Mick Jenkins, Pieces of a Man.
Wake up everything. Yeah, man, that shit fire.
Percy. Yeah, but this is one of those projects that, you know, you listen to the first time, you like, this guy actually got some shit to talk about.
Yeah, really shit.
You keep listening to it, you find a little bit more. I mean, he's dropped projects like THC before, you know, the healing component. You know, Mick Jenkins is one of those artists that he taps into that side, and I fuck with this artist right here.
Right, man.
Pieces of a Man, number 9.
Yeah, dog, real shit. Spoke a word nice throughout that project, man. And I was really giving a lot to these people tapping into that other side, man. And my boy, number 8, I got my dude Mac Miller. He really goddamn went all the way in, tapped into the other side, dog, to give you a project that worked down for, bro. And this project right here, man, I feel like he goddamn put this project out knowing like if it was my last piece of work, he'd be okay with that. And dog, that shit deep right here on this project, man. So I got in rotation heavy. I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't give him a play. Nigga died, and I'm like, goddamn, let me run that bit one more time. And like, I had to hit different, you know what I'm saying? Hit different. So, hey man, number 8, Mac Miller.
Damn, that was a crazy way to go into that. But yeah, one of his closest friends, you know, before he passed, Jid, is my number 8 with DiCaprio too. Ooh. You already know how this nigga spit. I mean, yeah. you can go back to Never's story and you can understand where Jid's coming from. I mean, seeing a nigga live will let you understand where he coming from. And that take you to my number 7, which is Rest in Peace, Mac Miller, with the Swimming album that I listened to before he died.
Yeah, you know. I mean, I had to listen different.
I'm a Mac Miller fan. I'm gonna be straight up and go public with this shit. Mac Miller is my favorite white rapper ever. Fuck Eminem. Sorry.
Hey man,
nah, I respect Eminem. I respect Eminem, but Mac Miller been, you know.
No, I would feel like Mac Miller really embodied himself into hip hop well more than Eminem, who just feels kind of like, you know, he's
a domestic terrorist.
hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely different levels. But Mac Miller definitely in tune himself with a lot of artists, man, and you know what I'm saying? Definitely puts a great project together with this one here, man. Yeah, so rest in peace, big number 7, man. Mac Miller. Fuel. Yeah, man. But you know, my number 7, you know, Mac Miller was my top white guy too. But this one's a celebration of us, dog. Yeah. So I got my boy Sky Zoo, man. You know what I'm saying? Hard lyricist, man, and hip hop, dog. Yo, Sky Zoo is one that pushed the envelope. I don't hear nobody with the type of lyrics Sky Zoo. If you can name anyone, come on, bro. Cause this dude right here's got talent with the pen, bro. This dude is fire, bro. Like you say about the books he reads, yo, he incorporates knowledge exactly, bro, and pass it his own. So, gotta put my boy up here, man. 7.
Number 7. Well, that take me to my number 6 then. I got Anderson, Doc, Pack, Oxnard.
Y'all gonna learn.
Man, shit. Tense. When I first heard Tense, let me tell you this. Let me be like Charles Barkley for a second. Let me tell you this. You ain't never seen it?
Yeah, I seen the nigga.
But if he would have just made Bubbling number 14 the outro, the CD would have been Solid Gold Soul. Yeah, that song that first came out before the CD. But yeah, all in all, man, this is one of those projects that I fell in love with. I mean, I fuck with Anderson .Paak, man.
Yeah, man, definitely nice.
I mean, the vibe of this motherfucker. I mean, the track with Snoop Dogg, that shit's on another level. BJ Chicago Kid.
Yeah,
J. Cole, Trippy. I'm sorry, we forgot to mention J. Cole and Trippy on our J. Cole episode. Yeah, and J. Cole, I forgot J. Cole recently just did another feature, so that means he got 11 features this year. So he has been dominant in the feature game. So, but Anderson .Paak, Oxnard, number 6, fire album for me, man.
Yeah, man, definitely, bro. And my number 6, man. I know a lot of people still sleeping on this dude, man.
Who's that?
Like, he came out with a fire project this year, man. My boy Cy.R.E.
Ooh.
Like, this dude's nice, man.
Ooh.
Like, when I talk about this project that, like, I ain't expected myself. So, you know what I'm saying? Right off the intro, though, just off the bat, just came in with the witty flows and punches, and man. We get to the story.
Can't breathe again. The man season, didn't it?
This shit's cold, bro. This shit is nice, man. So I'm loving to see this fresh faces and talent, man, and storytelling and keeping it honest, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's honest music, man. So I dig this shit, bro.
Yeah, that's definitely what this shit is about. And that brings us into the top 5 motherfucking albums of 2018. Yeah, man. We here.
Talk about it, man.
And this brings us to an album that you've already mentioned before. Phonte, No News is Good News. This is one of those projects that's definitely slept on throughout the hip hop community, I feel. But the pen on Phonte is definitely different than the average rappers you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? And that's what sets him apart. And you know, the track where he talked about his father, you know what I'm saying, and Expensive Jeans.
Yeah,
that was a good track. You know what I'm saying? It's like he paints pictures throughout this CD, and you know, and that's what I always loved about Phonte and his past music too. So he's one of those people that's, to me, stood the test of time and kept his pen game, you know, elite.
Yeah.
So number 5 for me, Phonte.
Yeah, man. And yeah, man. So that bring me to mind. Yeah. Number 5, dog. And this project right here, you know, this was a good one for me, dog. I bumped this thing heavy, man. 9 tracks, Freedom Summer. My boy Translate. Man, this is a nice project, dog. And I like the whole joint, man. Smooth as fuck from the beginning to end, dog. So it's a CD that I can ride from top to bottom, dog. And when I talk about honest music, I'm talking about with this dude, man. Really keep that shit honest, you know what I'm saying? And it has some good comedy throughout it too, man. So I gotta talk about it, man. So I fuck with that shit hard. It's got a real message on this shit with his fist. Man, a lot of shit throughout the whole CD, man. Come clean on this joint. Some good shit, T.I. You owe this one to the game, bro. So I'm glad he came with it, man. Yeah. Translate number 5.
Yeah. That lead me to my number 4 album. Number 4. Nick Grant, Dreaming Out Loud. Nick Grant, 2 years ago, he was number 2, you know. He could have easily been a number 1 album of the year, you know.
Yeah.
It's just, to me, he definitely stood the test of time for this year in particular. Right, this is one of the earliest albums to drop this year.
Yeah.
And for it to still be in rotation, and the potency of what he was spitting is still so much relevant. I mean,
oh yeah, definitely.
Save the Children. That shit is off the chain. I mean, you can't even skip a song on there, really, to be honest, except maybe the Yo Gotti track, you know. But other than that, but Nick Grant still spitting like a motherfucker. Man.
And that's all because you heard it so much, man. You know.
But my number 4 of 2018 is Nick Grant, Dreaming Out Loud.
Yeah, man. And you know, for me, man, my number 4, you know, you mentioned this one, Royce 5'9", man. This Book Around was something special to me, dog. Like, this right here is a nice project that you hear from your strong friend, my boy Royce 5'9", talk about a lot with his family and dealing with it from you really get three generation perspectives, man. He tell you some shit from his father's perspective, then from him as a kid, and all while he's telling his son about himself as a man. So I mean, it's a dope project, bro. So I really like what he did with it, man. And took you back from when he was a little kid, little round bouncing that ball. You know what I'm saying? And fire features on this project, of course, man.
Yeah.
And so you needed to make a dope album, man, and make number 4 on the project. So I put Royce 5'9", my number 4, man. Heavy in rotation still. Long CD. Yeah, man. And it's good, though, you know what I'm saying? Because he really came with it, everything, man.
It was definitely a book.
Yeah, exactly, bro. The Book of Ryan. And I can respect when you make a long project, and it's very still that I can still ride the shit out. It's not a repetitive sound.
Yeah, the skits brought everything together. His words of wisdom. I mean, everything.
Yeah.
So I understand that. I mean,
for sure.
I mean, it's not like I wanted to put the nigga at 24.
And like you said,
it's rotation. But we hit number 3.
Woo! Top 3.
Top 3.
Oh, yeah, man.
I got a new cat. New face in the game right now.
Okay.
Toby Luigi, I believe that's how you pronounce it, with more originals.
Yeah.
He was the guy that, you know, came out with the videos, and he put together all these songs. I don't care.
I
don't care if anybody. But that nigga right there is definitely a breath of fresh air for the hip hop community. I wish more people would get on board of, you know, listening to more music like this, you know, where people actually talking with substance.
Yeah, man.
There's things that's actually going on, and there's better ways to, you know, put what you want to say together, you know. And he's one of those people, he puts his words there for you to see, to let you know that his pen game is on another level. You know, so I fuck with him. That is my number 3. Toby and Louise More Originals, number 3, 2018.
Fire. That brings you to my number 3, man. And 3 letters, K-O-D, dog. That's my boy J. Cole, man. This project right here is going down as a classic, man. My boy J. Cole did something real nice with this one, dog. And I like what he did with the whole project, man. I mean, his bars throughout the whole CD, style varies, man. He still bring you different shit, different sounds, still bringing new shit to hip-hop. And I gotta like that about my boy J. Cole. But I like that openness he left on this shit. And I like that he called out these niggas that, you know, they called these niggas at the end of the CD, man. So I like the skits throughout the CD. I like that shit that makes you think about some shit. And I think J. Cole did a real good job with this project, man. So it made the top 3 on my list. J. Cole.
J. Cole. Well, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Number 2.
Boy.
Damn. That's what your list is, and this is my list. Number 2. Damn. I got Sorry the Kid. Better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is one of the most lyrical, thought-provoking CDs of this year for me personally. I mean, tracks like Malcolm X with Earth Gang and Jid on there. And then he got songs like Free Fall with Sci-Hi and Trans-Lee.
Come on, man.
He got Quentin Miller on his shit, like, and he matches the pen. He might exceed the other competitor. I wouldn't even say competitors, but counterparts on the track.
There you go. Yeah, dopeness.
I mean,
Shit is dope, bro. That's a dope project, bro.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, where he paints the pictures of those different scenes from black movies.
Right, dog. So, you know, take a little bit of that and really kind of continues the story on and how it could have kept going if maybe did a little something different, you know what I'm saying? So I like that shit.
Perfectly. Man. Like Mitch and Bliss from Juice. And Ricky.
Forget Ricky.
This is a great project, man. To me,
take a piss.
Beginning to finish, this is one of those 9-track projects for me that, you know, 9 tracks seem to do something with the insertion of the skits.
Yeah,
puts these CDs over the top. So my number 2 is Sorry the Kid. Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, man. So my number 2 took well more than 9 tracks to do it, man. So this is my boy Lupe. You know, Drove Us Waves, man. That Draga shit, man. This shit is fire, dog. This is it's right here with these skits. You know, he took a lot of time to go ahead and really paint a picture of this story, man. You know, using skits from different languages, and you got himself using different voices from to paint a better picture of you on these slave ships, and man, he really takes you through a story and through time, really, man, with this whole 1 hour. So he paints a lot of pictures, man. He really paints positive pictures, and it really makes you do some research, man, because the names he's saying on these things are people, man. So you need to check this stuff out.
Man, do you know what Manila is? Do they know what Manila is? And
man,
the true origin of
you don't, bro.
It's a lot of shit.
This is some shit that hip hop needs, because without shit like this, man, it would be lost. Because some books that fair to say niggas just ain't opening.
Yeah.
So goddamn, I appreciate when people that are traveling bring you the knowledge they brought back, put it into this art, and make it into ways you can understand it and feel it, man. So bump this CD you having, dog, because it's my number 2 pick. Fire out.
Fire motherfucking album. That brings us to number 1. Number 1. Number 1 album of the year. Number 1 album of the year. Number 1 album of the year.
Number 1. Only be 1.
Number 1 album of the year.
But you know. Could have been anybody.
Could have been anybody. It really could have been anybody. This is a personal preference thing. It's not because of some list that a nigga seen or anything like that. This is true hip hop. And my number 1 album of the year is Trans-Lee, Freedom Summer. Bruh.
Yeah.
I probably listen to this CD more than any other CD this year.
Yeah. That's what it takes to be number 1, man.
Yeah. But it's not just about listening to it the most. It's about what you're getting out of the album.
Yeah.
Itself. I mean, you know, smoking weed might be one of my only vices. Still, they treat you like you OJ, and you just get that like this. You know, simple things like that, or you know, watch how they whisper, watch how they scream out your lows.
Watch how they whisper.
You know, shit like that. I mean, Trans Lee is on another level. I mean, I see why T.I. signed him to his label. You know, Us or Else is where we first really met Trans Lee.
Yeah,
like,
Trans Lee really was coming on that, you know, that
conscious tip, you know,
on that conscious shit, man. So, and I'm glad he brought that home with his project, man. So I gotta really talk about Trans Lee too, man.
Yeah.
Trans Lee's nice.
Culture Junkie is one of his, you know, previous projects, and that has that same type of conscious.
Yeah.
And you know, Freedom Summer for me is one of the best albums of the year, and today it is the #1 album of the year.
Yeah, it is.
Trans Lee, Freedom Summer.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. And yeah, man. So my #1, man, has been #1 since goddamn that bitch dropped damn near here, and it's been running. My boy Nick Grant, bruh. Nick Grant. Dreaming Out Loud.
Yeah.
I mean, just came in. I gotta say it, dog. This right here for me is a perfect top. It's a perfect 10 album, man. You know what I'm saying? 10s across the board. Came with a nice intro, man. Just nice, smooth shit. Came in spitting bars, punchlines. And yo,
Back to back.
This whole project, and then the one song that we tired of is the song that, you know, he's just been, you know, it's a single shit, man. So I expect that, you know. It's just some, it's not, you know, some shit you gotta put out there, but the shit's fire though. Even that shit's fire. I can rock with that shit all day. But the whole CD, man, has got a message on this shit. This joint we talk about the father. I like, this whole project is nice, bro. This shit's deep as hell. This shit's got layers to it, you know what I'm saying? And it's got different styles on different songs. So Nick Grant really made a top 10 out for me, man. This bitch is #1 on my list.
Yeah.
It's been rocking with me since the beginning of the year, so definitely got the most plays on the list by far, dog, and it's still gonna be rocking, man. So classic album, Dreaming Out Loud, my #1.
Yeah, so that's our top 25.
That's it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Top 25, man.
There was a lot of music that dropped this year.
There was a lot, man. A lot of people.
I guarantee y'all might got some opinions on who could have been on the list.
Yeah.
You know, y'all need to chime in and let us know what y'all think.
Damn,
how y'all feel about all this.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
make sure y'all follow us on YouTube.
Right,
Make sure you follow us on Facebook.
Subscribe.
Instagram.
Hit it up.
All that shit, man. Twitter.
Hashtag.
You know, everything. We everywhere you want to be.
Come on, man.
This is the Vibe Corner, man.
You already know.